review, okay? Trying to get this one quicker. Okay, so hi, it's Fishy333 or Rain. I decided I'm gonna start doing some reviews because I'd like to get my opinion out, and maybe that help. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the album Blackout by Britney Spears, and I'm going to be reading a review on the movies like Meet the Spartans by my friend Michael Russin. He likes to reviews a lot, movie reviews, so I thought I'd include them in some of my things. And yes, so Blackout by Britney Spears, very interesting album. It's got a very dance and hip and pop kind of a thing to it. It's themed to the music. The music isn't very, like deep, I find. Like, it's not those kind of music that you stop get over things or stuff like that. It's more of like a uplifting kind of music. There are quite a few hit songs on it, and songs that should be hits because they're very good. Such as Give Me More, Piece of Me. Radar, I've heard many of my friends love it, so do I. And Hot as Ice, I've heard lots of people listening to, and I've heard Ooh Baby a couple times. I quite like it. Yeah, I like to look at the art on the inside of things, like the this part, the inside the CD part. This is it's a very interesting picture. I like what they did with the roses, the couch. Yeah. So inside of the book, I have pictures on the Give Me More page from the music video. Radar and Break the Ice page. Very interesting pictures. Heaven on Earth and Get Naked. The picture is just like the beginning. Very cute shoe. You need to know that. Freak Show and Toy Soldier. This is very interesting. Very cool pictures. For Hot as Ice and Ooh Baby, there's very interesting picture there. For Perfect Lover and Why Should I Be Sad, quite like this picture a lot. It's showing different things of what the tabloids are saying, like how stupid it is, and don't take it seriously. Very cute chair. So that's that. And the last page is kind of like a couple credits. Very interesting pictures. Kind of wondering who this photographer is. Photography by Ellen Von Unworth. Quite like this photography. It's very interesting, kind of dramatic kind of a theme to this shoot. And then there's your last little page. That's very nice. Now to the review by Michael Russin. It is for not Meet the Spartans in particular, but movies like that. There is a warning at the top, thankfully. Thank you, Michael, for warning the strong language. So here is his review. This needs to stop. I'm dead serious. The Scary Movie series is actually funny. It's funny in the sense that physical comedy was necessary, as horror with a high point then. The comedy is actually well done, as opposite to the Poop Fest movie. The comedy is date movie. The comedy is horrible, bland, and unfunny. An epic movie, a few parts were funny, but they were supposed to be spoofing movies, not every other thing that happened recently. Now, I've yet to see Meet the Spartans, but I've read it's a poop fest. They should be spoofing 300, not Spider-Man 3, Stomp the Yard, Shrek 3, Transformers, and Rambo. Not to mention American Idol, Chris Crocker, Britney Spears, and Lindsay Lohan spoofs. I'm literally surprised that the theater audiences are stupid enough to find these films funny. In epic movie, characters weren't even parodied. A Borat look-alike showed up near the end and said, "That's nice." In quote, he says, "Holy cow, I just saw Borat say that's nice in another movie. Oh my gosh." End of quote. This needs to stop. Jason Fieldberg and Aaron Schetzler should be killed for submitting garbage like this into our theaters. Another thing, at the box office this weekend, Meet the Spartans made more money than Rambo. Are you serious? The fourth film of well-known franchising starring Sylvester Stallone lost to a supposed comedy that used the exact same characters as the films they're spoofing, but played by different actors? That's poop, I guess. Most audiences are just too stupid to realize that they're not funny. I guess Jason Spielberg and Aaron Schetzler are too stupid to realize that they're going to have to work much harder to actually be funny to people with 3-digit IQs. At the end of this, he says, "Some people may not agree with my opinion, but I just felt a little angry rant." So I quite agree with that. The scary movie series, I find they're quite good because they took the component in them of horror and kind of, like when you're sitting in these horror movies, you're like peeing your pants. You're so scared and it's so thrilling, but it's just for the adrenaline. And then this time they're kind of making it like they're laughing about these stupid parts that you could take differently, and I quite admire that. I don't know how long this is. I'll find out later. Thank you so much, YouTube, for watching my videos. Please feel free to give me comments and suggestions for other things I should review. This could include books, products, clothes, clothing lines, fashion lines, toys, food, I don't know, recipes, places, stores, I don't know. Just give me a shout out and say what you think, and please comment and rate. Comment right down here. And I think this way is where the subscribe box is, but please subscribe or add me as a friend. I'd love to make new videos. Yeah. Stop playing. No. I'll press you one more time, you stupid stop button.